Hey everybody, thanks for coming, and really appreciate everybody that's coming in and saying hi and bye and everything in between. It's great to see everybody on, and big massive shout out to Rowena Purges for coming in. Woo! We got some exciting news to tell everybody. I'm very happy and excited for everybody. No, we did not sell enough tickets to host a raffle. That is a fact check. Okay, so we didn't sell any tickets, so it's going to get carried over for tomorrow. Yay! Yeah, I know that's not what you wanted to hear. What you want to hear is that we sold a million tickets or 100 million tickets and a billion tickets, 10 billion tickets. And if we sold 10 billion tickets, everybody would be so happy. It would take us forever and a day to get everything organized, to get the winners, get everybody, to get all the winners awarded their money. Would take a few days. I'm not going to lie to you. It would take a while, but at least we would get through. I'm hoping about 100. If we sold that many tickets, I'd be hoping we would actually be really well off. And I'm sure I would get a lot of flack on everybody with it. Anyway, without further ado, we'll get right into today's session. Get right into today's session. So today or tonight, we were going to talk about what SHIB's doing right now, or what the ecosystem development team is doing. They're promoting their new token. Go figure. Treat. And the treat was supposed. Now, see, this is the thing, right? Treat was supposed to help burn SHIB. Everything that we burn, you were supposed to get rewarded in treat. Okay, but now they've gone and changed it again. Of course they wouldn't change it. Of course. I mean, what makes you think that they would do anything for us? Right? For the SHIB community. Anyway, SHIB is going to explode in their face. And it's going to happen sooner than later. Because the word's getting out. And I'm doing what I can to get the word out. And that is that SHIB is reducing its circulating supply every single day, roughly. Now, does it mean it's doing it every single day? It's doing it roughly every single day. Now, how much is it reducing? Not very much. But if you want it to reduce, every single influencer, every single person in SHIB, anyone holding SHIB, should be promoting the SHIB 50-50 raffle. Because we're going to do both at the same time. We're going to bring in more people and reduce the supply at the same time. That's a win-win situation. Now, in likelihood, that is a far-fetched idea. No, it's not. It's just that it hasn't caught on yet. Like everything else in SHIB hasn't caught on yet. When it does, and it's already starting, guys, if you haven't noticed, I'm going to show you later, the whales, the exchanges are starting to buy massive amounts of SHIB. They are loading up on SHIB. So I want you to be aware of that if they're loading up on SHIB, that means they're getting ready to sell it at a discount to you. So that's a massive influence right there, because once they buy enough of it, they don't have to pay Ethereum gas fees anymore. Then they can transfer that savings onto you. And by reducing the circulating supply on everything they buy and everything they sell, on that platform, they can reduce SHIB circulating supply with it. I already came out with video on it. So if you want to see the video, let me know in the comments below. I'll show you the video of exactly what has transpired, or what I've explained to you in detail with videos. And if you like these videos, let me know in the comments. Please and thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment at the bottom, right? It doesn't cost you anything to hit that like button. It doesn't cost you anything to make a comment. The only thing it costs you is time to think of something that you want to say. You don't have to say very much. Hi, host. Thanks for the video. Really appreciate the insight and the length that you went through to put this together for us. I really appreciate that, because this is to build on the whole community, not just me as an individual, but the whole SHIB community, right? We're building it together as a worldwide event. Even in the educational part of it, is still a worldwide event. Doesn't matter how you look at it, and That's the part of the whole scheme of things. Remember that this is not financial advice. You just do your own due diligence. Everything's on the website. So if you want to go to the website, it's SHIB Worldwide 50/50 Raffle. Now, don't let the raffle fool you. The raffle part of it, the raffle is to actually educate you. Okay, so it's just an educational platform. The raffle itself is to bring more people into the community. That's the whole driving point of it. That's the whole educational part of obtaining that information, so that when you understand just how companies and the different scenarios, it's on the first page, by the way. All the scenarios are on the first page. So, will the banks adopt SHIB? That's a good question. What makes you think that they won't adopt SHIB? That is another good question, right? So, it's a play on the circumstances that are going forth in SHIB. That's why things are prospering really slowly. It seems like we do have over 1,480,000 followers. No, not followers, wallet holders. That's even better, right? But not all of those are people. Got to remember that too, right? Wallets, you can have many wallets, 4 or 5 wallets, right? And you can have them all in SHIB. Like India has over 6 wallets that they hold SHIB in. They don't allow any other currency to be traded in their country, which is weird, but they don't allow it because they have a hard time regulating it. Okay, because they want 50% of the capital gains that you win in cryptocurrencies, and they're having a hard time with that because people can move it from their trust wallets and then off of an exchange to a decentralized exchange, and if they can do that, then they can transfer it back into their wallet in a different aspect of it, right? So they can transfer it and then turn it into fiat currency so that it doesn't look like they've made any money, because all they did was transfer the funds from one thing to another thing. And we can do that on our own too, right? So you can transfer to a USDT, USDC, US a DAO, a stable coin, and then you can get 5 or 6% back on your money by staking it. Okay, so once it goes to once you find that you made enough money, you can move it off into a stable coin. That stable coin, you can do it in a DeFi wallet. From a DeFi wallet, you can hedge it, right? They call it staking it. So when you stake it, you're putting it into a secure area. It has to stay there for a certain amount of time before it accumulates any wealth, but it's done on a daily basis. So it comes out to about 6-7% over the year. So you get more than you would if it was in a GIC, for instance, a government regulated fund. Okay, so that you understand that. DOT gives you more, but DOT also fluctuates more. So we got to keep that in comparison. Same thing with what Disclosure was talking about earlier with Gary Networks. Gary Networks offers him 5 to 6% back on its yield, but it's only a cent and a half for Gary Networks. So that you got to keep that in consideration, but we don't normally cover anyone else because they have governance. Anything that has governance will make a mistake eventually. And how much will it cost you? That's the number one problem. Prince, wait, welcome, Prince. Thanks so much for coming. Yeah, I got to share the links. Thanks for reminding me. I didn't share the link yet, guys. Here, we're going to put it on Facebook. Sorry about this, but I didn't post it. I was supposed to post them on Facebook already and on Twitter or X. Sorry. There we go. There we go. So that's Facebook. It's on Facebook now. So everybody can watch that on Facebook if you want. Share the links. I don't know. There we go. And we'll do the other one. We'll put on Twitter or X. Sorry, not Twitter anymore, right? Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Do 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 do. Hello, Peggy Sue. Goodbye. Hey, Peggy. Hey, Peggy Sue. All right. So we have Rowena. We have Prince. Jason, if you come on a little later, check us out. We want to wish everybody happy holidays. We're getting close to New Year's bash. So that's going to be awesome. We're going to do an event for New Year's. It's going to be short and sweet if we don't sell any tickets. If we sell tickets, then it'll be me, Prince, and whoever we sell, hopefully, over 100 million tickets. That would be awesome for our first major raffle. That would be insane at the same time, but that would be awesome. Awesome. That would be awesome. We did a big shout out to Prince already, Rowena. Thank you so much, though, for reminding us that we should shout out to everybody. Absolutely. Absolutely. Big shout out to Gabriel and big shout out to Leia. Big shout out to Dung if she comes on. Big shout out to the Facebook family. Everybody in the Facebook family. Big shout out to you. Yeah. Okay. So, Prince, what's going on with the market right now is there's SHIB, just to get on SHIB's side of things, we're going to shift it saying that all the major exchanges, all of them are buying SHIB, and they are buying in massive quantities, hundreds of billions of SHIB. Hi, Rowena. Big shout out. Big shout out to Rowena. Okay, so yeah, so for those that are paying attention, what's going on is there's a ceiling that's been put on for 16 trillion at around 24. So that is why we don't do any breakouts. So the exchanges are taking advantage of it, and they're buying a massive amount. Robinhood's buying massive. Crypto.com just started buying massive amounts. Binance was buying massive amounts before. They're kind of taking a back door right now. They've kind of held off. I think they added, hold on a second, Prince. I'll get right to that. I think they added a couple. No, they didn't. Hold on a second. Yeah, they didn't. They didn't add any more in the last 24 hours or 36 hours. They haven't added any more. Now, Robinhood has added 105 billion to theirs. OKX added 74 billion. Binance moved 90 billion from one wallet to another wallet. And then there's another one. I don't know who this is. They moved 121 million. And I'm thinking it's Robinhood because they removed 345 billion, and then they put it 121 billion, and then there's 187 billion. That's probably crypto.com. See, crypto.com is buying massive amounts. No, they're moving. They're just moving it massively. And then we have India. They haven't added. They haven't taken anything away. And then there's another, I don't know who this is, but they've added 180 billion to their exchange. Okay, Gate.io has bought 19 billion. No, Bitflyer has bought 19 billion, 800,000. So this tells me that these are people. They're not, it's not the exchanges, because the exchanges would do it straight across. It would be like zeros. Like this one, 200 billion moved over, okay, or bought into their exchange, because it's 1.45 billion at number 39. Okay, Binance added 55 billion. So yes, they're still accumulating. Okay, but that's not them. That's people buying it. So we got to keep that in mind too. Okay, so that's the scoop with that mess. Yeah. What are we sharing here? We're sharing the flow charts. So 20813. Yeah, we have a huge ceiling here. Where is it? It's at 24. 16 trillion, guys. So it has to break above that 16 trillion. It's not going to happen. Okay, we would need a massive amount, a huge catalyst to move it past that to get other whales to get involved. So that's not plausible. It could happen, but highly unlikely, right? That would mean about 5 million people. I'm just going to say 5 million. We need new 5 million wallet holders to jump into SHIB in the next 24 hours. And then you would see that massive climb to 34. And it would probably go through the roof because once it breaks that 24, they lose all that market share that they've accumulated, right? They would lose that 16 trillion that they put in for a ceiling. They would lose all that, and then they'd have to pay for a more. So what's going to happen is if they sold that much and went above it, they would be forced to buy it at a higher price. Well, those fees then will be associated on their exchanges. You got to remember that too, because now they want to accumulate even more SHIB, and they're going to be forced to pay for it at a higher price. And who's going to pay for that? People that are buying and selling it on their platform. So, and they lost 16 trillion. So that's a lot that they lost. So that's a massive amount. But that's the risk tolerance when they took it on. But you can bet that they're going to try and short SHIB. But if another 5 million comes in, we're looking at 3 zeros to 2 zeros, right? So, and that's the truth of it. So 10 million people, 10 million new wallet holders holding around 5 to 6 million between now and let's say 8. Yeah, so that gap doesn't seem like much, but that's a massive amount. That would be 4 times where it is right now. Just so that you know. I don't know if you got the videos, but if you like the videos, please let me know in the comments below, and we'll see if we can give you more videos like you've already seen. We're going to share these links because that's what we do to prove our point. Okay? We always prove our point. What's our point? Our point is that SHIB is always reducing its circulating supply, and it's always gaining in more attention. So we did lose some wallets. We lost about 600 wallets. So that's how you look at it. That's how you gauge it. So we got 1,481,716. We were at 1,482,568. Okay, before it went and people started selling off. So we had more sellers than buyers, obviously, because he sold it. It went to, and of course, now we're going to look at the burn ratio. Okay, so we do one, and then we show it and we prove it, right? So we got more wallet holders coming in. Well, we lost wallet holders this day. On this day, we lost wallet holders. Again, not enough education out there. And if you look at my website, I can tell you right now, if you look at the website, we go through statistics. The statistics are way down. Like December 29th, we had 4 views. We had 2 visitors. That's yesterday. We have 445 visitors since October the 2nd. 3 months, 445 visitors. So either no one believes you, or me, no one believes me, or we are not doing as well as we had hoped. And that's the bottom line. So right now, 100,000 SHIBs have been burned. In the last 24 hours, 500,000 SHIBs have been burned. So big round of applause for those that burned it. 2 days ago, we burned 2.9 million. Again, when we do burns, this is why it's so important for the raffle to take hold of people. When we do burns, reducing the circulating supply increases the value of your money, of your SHIB that you're holding. Every time we reduce the circulating supply, it adds value to you. So it's like giving you the money personally, but you're spreading it over 589 trillion tokens that are available. So the whole idea was lower the amount of tokens, drive the people to SHIB. If we can do that, that means we'll grow as a huge family. No, what we need to do is educate people. That's our number one goal. That's what we're trying to do here. Trying to educate people. Okay, so the reason why the markets are selling off, Bitcoin has sold off. So the granddaddy of them all is selling off. So it went to 94,000 this morning from 91,000. So it jumped 3,000, right? Now it's gone back down. So that's why you're seeing the sell off in the general cryptocurrency. Everything follows Bitcoin. When SHIB starts to move the opposite way, and it will, because it's always reducing its circulating supply, therefore it's gaining in value. The exchanges are now just starting to accept it as that. You're going to see Qcoin, you're going to see Bybit, Upbit, BitGet, Whitebit, Coinbase, Pro, OKX, buy more. They're just going to start accumulating more SHIB. Gate.io is going to accumulate more SHIB. HTX is going to accumulate more SHIB. DigitFinex, Bitmart, BitHub, Qcoin, Bitfinex, Probit, Bitstamp. All these are going to, all these, Uniswap. I don't know if Uniswap is going to start doing it, but it should, because they have like 5 or 6 different platforms that they use. It's all Uniswap, but they have version 1, version 2, version 3, version 4, version 5. Changelly Pro, again, I don't know about that exchange, but I'm pretty sure that if they want to solidify themselves and be a huge market cap in the future, what they're going to do is they're going to do the exact same thing. Have SHIB in their back pocket, start buying it so they can charge less fees going forward. If you buy enough of it, you don't have to pay those Ethereum fees. You can charge for them, but then you're able to compete with Robinhood, Binance, Crypto.com. Gemini is going to do it. Bitflyer's already started. Coin One, they haven't. EXMO, they haven't. Kraken has, but Kraken doesn't have very much. I think it's around 100 billion. Okay, so they're not even on the 100 list. Pancake Swap, if they're smart, they're going to do it. Thorn Chain, I don't think they're buying any. Right now, they're not. VALR, they're not. Flipster, they're not either. OK Protocol, they haven't either. Like I said, there's so many. And then the Uniswaps, there's 3, 4. Yeah, there's so many Uniswaps, it's not even funny. And then there's different Uniswaps. Avalanche, Dodo Ethereum, Trader Joe. Again, these have not accumulated any SHIB. Quick Swap, Pancake Swap, Base Swap, all of these will eventually. If they don't, they are on the framework of being decimated or bought out by somebody else. IndoX is us Canadians. Frame EX, Deception Coin. So if any of those, babes, how's our SHIB now? Okay, well, so right now let's go back to SHIB. Go back into SHIB. We got 20798. It's down on the day, but it hasn't changed much. Like I said, they're starting to compete with each other. Now it's going to get interesting. It's going to get very interesting very fast, guys. We are on the cusp of seeing this shoot through the roof. And I mean that in the nicest, simplest way I can possibly mean to you. Because what happens when those exchanges buy, they can buy massive amounts because they have billions, millions of money, or millions of different aspects of what they can do with that money to move it and buy enormous amounts of it, because they make money when they host on their platform. So if we go look at the platforms, and Gary Networks is that do for disclosure, if he ever comes on, I'm going to share this link. Probably not. Where's the link? Did I get rid of it? Yep. All right. Okay, hold on. We'll share it in a minute here. We'll share the links because that's what we do. What do we want to share? No, don't share Gary. Oh, here we go. We want to share this. Okay. This is what I was talking about earlier. Binance to 20.12 billion. So if they do 20.12 billion, how much did they actually make? Well, it's probably around $3 million, $4 million in transaction fees that they've charged. Now, is that only in SHIB? No, that's on the whole spectrum of all the cryptocurrencies. Got to keep that in mind too. But majority, if we go back into SHIB, we'll go and share this link because we want to share the link because we are at 4.6 trillion. So our volume is low. Well, it's in the millions, but yes, it is low. Normally, SHIB is in the billions. So when we see massive movements, it's in the billions. So we're talking 20, 30 trillion SHIB, 40 trillion, 50 trillion SHIB, 70 to 90 trillion SHIB. And that's not a joke, right? That's awesome. But you are losing market share. For those that don't know, that the exchanges are the ones buying up enormous amounts of SHIB. So, and they go, whales are buying it. It's the exchanges, and they're considered whales, absolutely. But they can undercut Ethereum cost because Ethereum is very expensive to trade. So that's why you're seeing the influx, and that's why you're getting ready for a massive move upward in SHIB. So that being said, let's go into what we're going to talk about next. We'll do the count. Hey, Prince, we'll do the count. Want to do the count? Let's do the count. Okay, so top 30 coins. See, Bitcoin, 91,943.95. So when Bitcoin goes down, it drives the whole market down until they start moving their money around. So what happens is they move it from Bitcoin to Ethereum. Then Ethereum takes off. Then they move it to the other coins like XRP, Solana, Dogecoin. You start seeing those move. Cardano, you start to see those move in a massive way. And then once those have gone up, they move into meme coins. So go into Tron, Avalanche, Ton, Chainlink, and then SHIB, Su. But they go into meme coins after that. So we usually see a massive run up like on Polkadot, where they're expecting it to hit like $50. Now I don't know if that's Canadian or US, but I would think that that's Canadian. Hitting around $35 US. So right now that's a massive run, right? That's 5 times your money. Now, for the smaller meme coins, it doesn't cost you very much, and you can easily 6 to 7 times your money, but it comes with extreme risk. That's why I like SHIB so much, because it's not risky at all. The only thing is that do you have the patience to wait it out? Do you understand what's going on? And bringing more people into SHIB actually drives the price of it up. So the count, I think we left off at Ethereum. XRP is $2.02. BNB is 771. Solana is 188.54. Doge is 31 cents. It's holding pretty strong today. It stayed around the same range all day. Cardano 85 cents. Tron 25 cents. Avalanche 35.23. Toncoin, TON, $5.49. Chainlink, $20.32. SHIB, our token, the master, the number one cryptocurrency in the entire world eventually. 402074. SUI, SUI, $4.07. HBAR, 27 cents. Polkadot, $6.59. Stellar XLM, 32. Bit token, $6.14. Hype, HYPE, 26.31. BCH, 435.35. Leo, $9.07. $9.07. Uniswap, UNI. This is Uniswap 1, by the way. 13.16. Pepe, 4.01792. Litecoin, LTC, 98.29. USDE, we don't talk about stable coins. NEAR, NEAR, $4.96. APT, $7.81. And number 30, ICP, Internet Computing, $9.88. Remember, it was at 10, right? Now it's at $9.88. So it's down. Everything is down. And the reason why it's down, because of Bitcoin. And the reason why Bitcoin is down, well, this is the day of low market volatility. So usually when you have low volatility, because it's a weekend, everybody's kind of taking the week off, you have sell-off. That's usually the gist of it. So it's just normal for this time of the year that we have these sell-offs. So that's just the way it works. Yeah, Prince, we just did the count, so we're good there. We just did the, if anyone comes in just now, we just did the burn, and we just did the wallet holdings. And we just went through the crypto exchanges that are going to be looking at buying SHIB. Now, if they buy 20 trillion SHIB each, SHIB is going to skyrocket from where it's currently at. It's going to more than 10 times its value in a heartbeat. And then that's not retail. That's just in crypto. Then what's going to happen is you're going to start, those crypto coins are going to start realizing, hey, wait a second, might want to buy some SHIB before you can't buy it, before it drives the price too high. So then they start buying it. So then you have those coins that want to solidify themselves buying massive amounts of SHIB, or trying to buy as much SHIB as they can get their hands on. And the only reason why they're doing it is because they want to make sure that if they make a mistake, they got something to fall back on, so they can try and sell it or leverage it. Make sense? So, and that's only one aspect of it. So that's going to happen. Absolutely. Because everybody realizes when you reduce something, you increase its value. When you get more holders, you increase its value. So every time we grow as a family, we potentially are going to make even more money. So it's just a funnel. So no one's caught on to it just yet. Not enough of us have caught on to it just yet. Because you still have traders, and they have no problem selling it for half a cent, a tenth of a cent of where it is right now. So like 1/1,000,000th of a cent, and have no problem with trading it back and forth, which is crazy, in my opinion, is nuts. Because anytime a bank comes in and looks at SHIB and says, you know what, I want to buy half the supply, right? It's $12 billion. They come up with $6 billion to buy half the supply. And then the worst part about it is they hold it. They don't sell it. So then all of a sudden, now we have less supply to be traded. And then another bank goes, wait a minute, I can compete with that bank, and I can buy up the rest of it, or buy up a part of it. Exactly. So then you start seeing, and this could happen on a global scale, because SHIB is worldwide. So you got to remember that that's what I'm saying to you. You're betting, everybody's betting against nobody finding out about it. And once it catches on and they start finding out about it, then you have an influx, and then you have massive amount of adoption in SHIB. And it just takes one. That's what I'm saying. It just only takes one to realize it. And then boom, next thing you know, it's 100x. And there's like, well, it shouldn't do that. Yeah, it shouldn't, but it did. So then what? It's going to come back down. You're dealing with a currency that's reducing its circulating supply, and you've had two major banks buy a third or a quarter or 2/3 of its total supply, yeah, it's worth this much excess amount of money, but it's all sitting in two banks. And the worst part about it is another bank is going to come in. Or it could even be better, right? It could be even Amazon that does it. And then Amazon's competing with Google, Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you're betting against, is these people not finding out about it. You're betting that they're going to be not smart and not realize it. And then what happens when they do realize it? It's going to go through the roof. That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying. You're selling something of value for something of no value. And everybody's going to want it because everybody wants to make money. Nobody wants to get left behind. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay. The exchanges weren't smart from the beginning because they should have realized this right off the bat when it was 10 zeros and just went after it after Vlad Buterin did that. I mean, so many doors open when Vlad Buterin came up with the 3 wallets to reduce SHIB circulating supply, and 410 trillion SHIB has been eradicated. And no one learned from it. That's the sad part about it. No one caught on to it. Only a select few. And those ones that caught on to it, I'm going to say India, because they're the ones that held it for the longest period of time. They're still holding 35 trillion SHIB between them. Okay, so that's massive in its own right. And if you watch the videos, I'm hoping it helps with the educational part of it. I hope it helps with everybody understanding and learning from that. Yeah, so we weren't able to host a raffle tonight. Sorry about that. But we have to sell tickets in order to host it. You have to have eyes on the screen. You have to have people interested in reducing its circulating supply so it can gain in value. The more people who see it, the more people will be more adapted to buying it when they start seeing that FOMO. Wow, everybody's coming into SHIB. There's like 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 new wall holders every single day. We're losing 1,000 maybe or 2,000 wallets every single day, and we're gaining 10,000. So that's when you start seeing that every single day, then you're looking at it going, we're getting that every single minute or every second. Then we're talking. We can start this. The raffle will start on its own. But the raffle needs like eyes to the screen. So yes, and then 80% of everything we make on the channel in Facebook and YouTube, Rumble, anything we make, 80% of it is going to the reduction of SHIB circulating supply to gain more gain more followers, gain more subscription, help everybody in the planet grow as a family, because we want to make sure everybody has a chance to get in. I was talking to Prince about this. Prince is like, yeah, well, if it takes off tomorrow, what are you going to do? You're going to sue them? If Trump comes in tomorrow and the Federal Reserve starts to buy up SHIB, what are you going to say? Nothing. You can't say anything. You just ride it out, and we make the money, and then somebody else loses out on it because you don't understand what's going on. And you'll be paying for it 10 times where it is now. No, 1,000 times from where it is now. So you're looking at cents from where you're going to be buying it. And you don't think that it will happen. It will. And then how are people going to take that money? They're going to have to reduce SHIB circulating supply to offset what they pay the government. Because who wants to pay the government when you can pay the whole community? You're helping the community. They gave you that money. So you're just going to give it back to them. Absolutely, right? It makes sense to do that because, hey, I made $4 million off of SHIB. So why wouldn't I help out the whole community reduce the circulating supply? Exactly. Now you can donate that money to anybody, but the truth of the matter is that you got here because of the SHIB community. So you're not obligated to give them the money, but it does help out the community. And you're not going to sell everything. So it helps you out reducing the circulating supply. And you get a break. Or you can try and fight your way out of it, paying it by moving the currency around. But as soon as you start doing that, Prince, what happens? Each of the countries start banning cryptocurrency because they're not seeing any return on their investment. So their investment is that, we want to make sure we got our taxes out of there. But if we're putting it back in SHIB, they're not getting their taxes either. But at least they're seeing the benefit of something that's going into something, not all of a sudden your money's gone, you moved it, and then you're saying, someone stole my money when you have the money sitting in your account, right? It's just in a different wallet or different account address that you use to move the funds around. That's it. Because if you move it off a decentralized location, no one knows where the money is. So, like, for instance, if you're to move it from, let's say, Coinbase, because Coinbase is in the US and in Canada. Robinhood's in the US only. But you want to move it off of there, you put it into Bitfinder or Bitflyer, and then move it from there to a trust wallet, and then move it from the trust wallet back into Bitflyer, and then and sell it and say, no, I moved it. It's my money, because it's not, you know what I'm saying? That's exactly what happens. Or it goes to Bitflyer, then Bitflyer straight into your account, and then no one can track it. Well, the government doesn't know, and they go, you moved the money, yeah, but I have it in a trust wallet. Oh, well, because I want to move it off the exchange because I can't trust the exchange. There's all kinds of avenues, but that's the problem with cryptocurrencies. If you keep doing that, it's going to tell the governments we can't trust cryptocurrencies, and then they'll start banning it because you can't trace it. But if you burn it, they can trace it and go, that was a loss. Like, that was a capital loss. When I bought into the burn wallet, that's a capital loss. That's a donation, right, to the SHIB community. So there's different ways around it, but that's probably the best one. Because if you start moving it from exchanges to exchanges, the government can't track it. That's true, but they don't like it. They don't like it. And then all of a sudden, it becomes like India, where India says, no, you don't trade any exchange. You don't trade any cryptocurrencies, because they're seeing the other side of the coin. They can't track it. Therefore, they can't get the taxes from it. Well, you know how that works. All of a sudden, it gets banned, right? And then whose fault is it? It's everybody's fault for being part of that. Yeah. So, like Prince, the new tax laws for Canada have come out, and they're horrible. Alberta is exempt. Yay! We don't have the same laws that 8 provinces have. I think there's us. No, there's 3 of us. There's Saskatchewan, Alberta, and BC. I think we're the 3. We're the only 3 where they put in a cap on how much you can invest per year in cryptocurrency. So, not that it matters much, I don't think, to a lot of people, but $36,000 is a lot of money to invest in cryptocurrency. But if you want to buy more, you're just going to open a decentralized exchange, and then put your money in there, and then move it back to your other currency. Yeah, so yeah, the laws for the new procedures is for the other provinces. I watched a couple of videos on it. Yeah, they're saying that they're really knocking down on the amount of investment that you can put into cryptocurrency, and their whole reasoning behind it is they don't want you to put too much money into risk management. So things that they think are going to make you lose, or ways that you're going to lose money on. Okay, so just keep that in mind. It's not nothing to do with Alberta. We can put in whatever we want, whatever the exchange will allow us, which I believe majority of them is $10 million that you can put into cryptocurrency on your own, right? But yeah, but who's going to put $10 million unless you're an exchange? Absolutely, right? That's the main driver. You're going to put billions in if you have an exchange? Yes, but then you're talking about each country code of ethics. And like Canada's got some pretty nasty code of ethics. It's to protect you. Absolutely. Yeah, it's protect everybody's assets, right? So even though crypto is highly volatile and a lot of people don't know how to invest their money, So the exchanges are a great way to like invest, but you got to be careful of where you're investing. Um, Binance is UK. Now they closed their exchanges in Canada and yeah. So I'll show you this one instead. This is the exchanges. So if you want, you go on to exchange, you click on it, then you like we can buy crypto.com, Bybit. Now for Canadians like me and Prince, we're basically stuck with crypto.com, Bybit, Coinbase, MEXC. We can't buy a Gate.io, HTX. We can't. No. Bitmart, yes. Qcoin, no. Bitfinex, no. Probit, no. Bitstamp, no. Gemini, no. Bitflyer, no. Coin One, no. Thornchain, no. These are exchanges we can't buy on. XMO, no. Kraken, no. That's European and Asia. Kraken, okay. VALR, no. That's Uruguay, uh, Africa. Flipster, I think that's Brazil, Peru, South America. Okay, Protocol, again, I think that's South Africa. Uniswap is everywhere, but Uniswap's expensive. And you can buy anything on Uniswap. Like there's no limits on which coin you can buy on Uniswap. It's just expensive. And you got to remember that the coins that you buy on Uniswap, there is no due diligence. You got to keep that in consideration when buying anything on Uniswap. So it's expensive and they don't offer any information on any of the coins that you're purchasing. Zillow. So you got to keep that in consideration when you're using Uniswap. And then you Uniswap, everything you can transfer to a MetaMask just like that. Once you go to the MetaMask, you can move it from anywhere you want on the MetaMask. Okay. And you can take it and move it to your fiat. MetaMask, you can do it in Canada. Trust wallets, you can do in Canada. There's no limitations on going to a DeFi or protecting your assets, right? So those are the protection assets: DeFi, trust wallets, cold storage, and ledgers. Okay, base swap, currency.com, BitTrue, IDIOX is ours. Okay, that's Canadian. The only problem with them is Indox. The only problem we have with them is maintenance. And same thing with Virgo CX. Always maintenance. And they're closed weekends and holidays. You can't buy or trade on the holidays. So why would anyone use them, right? But they're cheap for services. So when you want to buy SHIB, they're only the spread. They only charge you the spread. And of course, the Ethereum fee, which is 50 cents to trade on from SHIB. 50 cents is a lot when you're looking at the value of SHIB. So got to keep that with a grain of salt. How long have I been on for? 49 minutes. Okay, I'm going to call it a night, guys. Thank you so much for coming. Thanks, Prince. Thanks, Babe's Channel. Thanks, Rowena. Thanks, Jason, if you ever come in. Thank you so much. Thanks, Disclosure. We went through Gary Networks. We talked about SHIB a lot, like we always do, because it's our number one currency. No governance, no administration costs, no CEO, no CFO, nobody. It's all run by investors. So the chances of making a mistake, zero. So there's no chance of making a mistake because they don't have anybody on the board of directors. They have zero. They're exact same as Bitcoin, except Bitcoin doesn't reduce its circulating supply. Gold does not reduce its circulating supply. SHIB is the only one reducing its circulating supply, and it's doing it constantly on a constant basis. No currency in the world does as much reduction as SHIB does. So I want to keep that in mind, guys, so you understand what that means. And if a currency starts burning or reducing their circulating supply more than SHIB, they can mint more tomorrow. So in other words, if they took out 10 million And then tomorrow they realize, wait a second, we need to start rebuilding or an R&D area, because we need to start getting more utility on our exchange or our currency. Then they're going to mint, and then they can mint 20 million the next day, saying they made a mistake. They got to mint more. So that means they put more on. That means it's going to reduce the value of their currency. SHIB does not have that option. SHIB is only reducing, gaining more wallet holders, because more and more people understand, if I buy in, I have a better chance I'm going to make money because of the reduction in SHIB circulating supply. In fact, corporations will start reducing SHIB on a massive scale because they want to make even more money. So them reducing it, not using their money to do it, using everyone else's money to do it, especially on those exchanges, especially if you look at a jewelry store or those aspects of it, you start to understand, yes, they're going to start reducing the circulating supply of SHIB because they're going to increase their value of their currency. So they're going to increase SHIB's value. So doing this is more beneficial to them than it is to you. So that's how they look at it. Remember, everybody's self, but everybody wants to make sure that they make enough money. And then every organization on the planet is doing the exact same thing. It starts to snowball. You understand what's going on, right? It starts to snowball and it starts to accumulate. So then everybody's starting to get wealthy all at the same time. Absolutely. That's just the way it is. I'm Will, your host. Thank you. We're going to rock you out. Big shout out to Rowena. Big shout out to Wena. Big shout out to Prince. Thanks for coming, buddy. Love to see you come on. He's my director of marketing. He's also my trustee. So when we start a raffle, he's going to be the guy that comes on with me, and we'll go through the numbers and we'll go through the people and the wallets who on the raffle when we spin the wheel, so that he's going to be with me the whole time, so that our integrity is in check. So it keeps me honest, keeps him honest, keeps the whole thing flowing, so that we can do these all the time. And that's what we want. That's what me and him want. We want to make sure everybody gets on the same page. Big shout out to Babe's channel. Thank you so much for coming, everybody. Love to see you come, and have a great and wonderful evening. Cheers. Tomorrow is the 31st, New Year's Eve. So we'll be hosting, hopefully early, probably, earlier than tonight, because I know tonight we're a little late. We came in at 5:53, so we were a little late coming in, and we'll get this show on the road. Now tomorrow we'll probably do some videos. I'm hoping to do some videos, so it gives you a bit more information on the website. So everything that we talk about every time we do a video is based on the information that's already on the website. Peace out, everybody. Love you. God bless each and every one of you. Have a great and wonderful evening. And don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Love to see you come in. Thank you. Have a great and wonderful time. Time to rock you. Rock you. No. No. Definitely not. Acoustic. Yeah! Let's rock it! Did I mention Trump? No? Okay. Well, he's got other problems. Because Joe Biden's spending money like a madman. Because he's on his way out. I think it's the gig is up where Barack Obama was the one controlling the seat. And Pelosi, in case you're wondering. Anyway, peace, everybody. Have a great night. Take good care. God bless each and every one of you. Jesus loves you. Thank you so much for coming.